Liquid foundation. This is the most popular and versatile foundation formula available today. Liquid foundations have a fluid consistency that spreads easily across the skin and can be applied with brushes, sponges, or fingers. They come in various coverage levels from sheer to full, and their finish options include matte, dewy, and natural. The liquid formula allows for buildable coverage, meaning you can apply thin layers for a natural look or build up to cover more imperfections. These foundations work well for most skin types, though specific formulas are designed for oily, dry, or combination skin. Liquid foundations became mainstream in the mid-20th century and have remained dominant because of their adaptability and ease of use. Powder foundation. This formula comes in a compact pressed powder form and offers a completely different application experience. Powder foundations are applied with a brush or sponge and provide a matte finish that helps control oil throughout the day. They work exceptionally well for oily and combination skin types because they absorb excess sebum. The coverage tends to be light to medium, though some formulas can be built up for more coverage. Powder foundations are convenient for touch-ups throughout the day and are often preferred in hot, humid climates. Some people use powder foundation over liquid foundation to set it, while others wear it alone for a lighter feel. This type can emphasize dry patches, making it less suitable for very dry or mature skin. Stick foundation. This solid formula comes in a twist-up or retractable stick similar to a large lipstick. Stick foundations offer convenience and portability, making them popular for travel and quick application. They typically provide medium to full coverage and have a creamy texture that glides onto skin. The stick format allows for precise application, making it easy to target specific areas that need more coverage. These foundations often have a more emollient formula that works well for normal to dry skin types. They gained popularity in the 1960s and have seen resurgences whenever convenience and on-the-go beauty become priorities. Some formulas can feel heavy on oily skin, though matte versions exist for those with excess oil production. Cushion foundation. This innovative format originated in South Korea and revolutionized foundation application in Asian beauty markets before spreading globally. Cushion foundations consist of a liquid formula soaked into a sponge cushion, housed in a compact. Application happens by pressing an applicator puff onto the cushion and then patting it onto the skin. The result is typically light to medium coverage with a dewy, luminous finish. Cushion foundations are beloved for their ease of use, portability, and the natural, skin-like finish they create. They often contain skincare ingredients and SPF protection. The format became popular in the early 2000s and remains a staple in Korean beauty routines. These foundations work best for normal to dry skin and require regular replacement of the cushion refill. Mousse foundation. This whipped, airy formula has a unique texture that feels light and bouncy. Mousse foundations come in jars or pump bottles and have a cloud-like consistency that transforms into a thin layer upon application. They typically offer light to medium coverage with a natural to dewy finish. The formula spreads easily and feels weightless on skin, making it popular for those who dislike heavy foundations. Mousse foundations work well for normal to dry skin types, but can be harder to control for precise application. They became trendy in the late 2000s and early 2010s as lightweight formulas gained popularity. The whipped texture can sometimes separate or change consistency over time if not stored properly. Cream foundation. This thick, emollient formula typically comes in a pot or compact and has a rich, dense texture. Cream foundations offer medium to full coverage and are particularly beneficial for dry or mature skin because of their hydrating properties. They can be applied with fingers, sponges, or dense brushes, and often provide a radiant or satin finish. These foundations excel at covering imperfections and evening out skin tone while simultaneously moisturizing. Cream formulas were extremely popular before liquid foundations became widespread and remain favored by makeup artists for their blendability and coverage. They can feel too heavy for oily skin types and may require powder to set them in place. Mineral foundation. This powder formula consists of finely ground minerals like zinc oxide, titanium dioxide, and iron oxides. Mineral foundations are applied with a kabuki brush using buffing or swirling motions. They provide light to medium coverage with a natural matte finish and are known for being gentle on sensitive skin. The mineral ingredients often provide natural sun protection and anti-inflammatory benefits. These foundations became extremely popular in the early 2000s when clean beauty and natural ingredients started gaining attention. Mineral foundations work well for oily and acne-prone skin because they do not clog pores and help absorb oil. They can emphasize dry patches and may not provide enough coverage for severe imperfections. Tinted moisturizer. This hybrid product combines lightweight coverage with hydrating skincare benefits. Tinted moisturizers contain less pigment than traditional foundation, offering sheer coverage that evens out skin tone while letting natural skin show through. They typically have a dewy finish and contain moisturizing ingredients like hyaluronic acid or glycerin. These products are ideal for minimal makeup days, summer wear, or those who prefer a natural look. Tinted moisturizers work best for people with relatively even skin tone who want light coverage. They became popular as the natural, no-makeup trend emerged and continue to be favored for their ease of use and skin-benefiting ingredients. BB Cream. This multifunctional product originated in Germany as a medical skincare treatment, before being reformulated in South Korea for cosmetic use. BB stands for Beauty Balm or Blemish Balm, and these products combine skincare benefits with light coverage. BB creams typically contain SPF, moisturizing ingredients, and sometimes anti-aging or brightening components. They offer sheer to light coverage with a natural, slightly dewy finish. BB creams became massively popular in the early 2000s when Korean beauty products entered Western markets. They work well for normal to dry skin and appeal to those wanting a simplified routine that combines multiple steps into one product. CC Cream. This product emerged after BB creams as a color-correcting alternative. CC stands for color correcting or complexion correcting cream. These formulas focus more on evening out skin tone and correcting discoloration than providing heavy coverage. CC creams often contain light-reflecting particles and color-correcting pigments that address redness, dullness, or sallowness. They typically offer light coverage similar to BB creams, but with more emphasis on brightening and perfecting skin tone. CC creams work well for people with uneven skin tone or mild discoloration who want a natural finish. They became popular shortly after BB creams as brands competed to offer new hybrid products. Serum foundation. This newer category combines foundation coverage with concentrated skincare ingredients. Serum foundations have a thin, lightweight texture that feels almost like skincare rather than makeup. They typically provide light to medium coverage with a natural, skin-like finish. These foundations often contain ingredients like hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, or antioxidants that benefit skin beyond just providing color. The formula absorbs quickly and layers well with other products. Serum foundations emerged in the late 2000s as the skinification of makeup became a trend. They work best for normal to dry skin types and appeal to those prioritizing skin health alongside cosmetic coverage. Water-based foundation. This ultra-lightweight formula has a high water content that creates a barely there feel on skin. Water-based foundations have a thin, fluid consistency that spreads easily and absorbs quickly. They typically offer sheer to light coverage with a natural, fresh finish. These foundations work exceptionally well for oily and combination skin because they do not add extra oils that could contribute to shine. The water-based formula feels refreshing upon application and does not clog pores. This type became popular as lightweight, breathable formulas gained favor over heavier, more traditional foundations. They may not provide enough coverage for significant imperfections and can require more frequent touch-ups. Airbrush foundation. This specialized formula is designed to be applied with an airbrush device that sprays a fine mist of product onto skin. Airbrush foundations are typically silicone-based or water-based and have a very thin consistency. The application method creates an even, flawless finish that photographs beautifully, which is why this technique is popular among professional makeup artists and for special events like weddings. The coverage can be built from light to full, depending on how many layers are applied. Airbrush foundation became popular in professional settings in the 1980s and has since become available for home use with personal airbrush systems. The equipment requires cleaning and maintenance, and the initial investment is higher than traditional foundation application methods.